Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is gonna be a fairly wild day. First thing, we completely spaced it yesterday and we have an EGT sensor, one of these sensors for the Duramax, so we need to get that fixed so this car, or so this truck actually is drivable now. Number two, we have the transfer case to transmission seals for the Hyperblue Evo 8. So there's one big O-ring, one little O-ring, and then one giant seal. So I want to get that fixed. We're gonna have to pull a transfer case on the Evo 8, which is a fairly big project. Also, I rarely do this, but today I figured it would be a good opportunity to do this because we did get quite a few pieces of fan mail in the PO box. First thing was from Nick Taylor. He sent Bobby and I over some sweaters. So big shout out to Nick Taylor. And then let's see, Matt Smith, Mr. Halfsack on Instagram, sent over a Mitsubishi, looks like a giant Mitsubishi flag. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. I always love getting stuff from you guys in the mail. Super, super sick. I appreciate anyone who ever sends anything over. I really do appreciate it. Bobby and I both. So this thing, oh yeah. Oh boy, that is so sick. Okay, I can dig it. I kind of need a Subaru one to go in the shop too, and a BMW one. The whole, what if we line the whole wall with flags? We already got an American flag. Hang up the Mitsubishi flag up there. That'd be sick. Big shout out to both of you guys. Really appreciate the love. Really appreciate the support. If you guys want to send any fan mail over, I will drop the PO box down in the description box below. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, I'll have the PO box listed down there. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. First things first, let's take care of the Duramax. We need to go run a few errands with the truck, so we need to get it up and running.
So I believe that sensor right there, if it'll focus, is the sensor we need to replace. Looks pretty easy. Unbolt that, unclip that, and pull it off.
So I hope this is the sensor that we actually needed to remove. I do believe this is the Bank 1 Sensor 2. Here is our OEM sensor. Here's the aftermarket sensor, sensor 1 at least, and it's quite a bit shorter. And then this other sensor is like 5 feet longer. So I'm gonna try the little bit shorter one, and it was like $20 or $30 cheaper than that one. So I can return that, get my money back for that, and hopefully this one will fix our issue. When I first started it up, we were having all of the same codes. That DEF light was on, check engine light was on. Said I had like 30 or 40 or something miles to go until the truck would pretty much go into limp mode. But then I let it idle for a little bit and all the codes went off, all the lights on the dash went off. So we should be good to go now, I hope. I hope we're good. I'm gonna go drive around the block and see if the codes come back on. And if they don't, we should be good to go for tomorrow. Tomorrow is inspection day for the Duramax. That's kind of why I've been holding off. If you guys have been wondering why we have not modded the truck yet, I don't want to mod out a truck that will not pass inspection, especially if it has like exhaust and stuff on it. I don't know if it'd pass inspection then. So that's why it's 100% stock for now. And then we're gonna mod it out. All right, boys, truck is all good to go. We just ran some errands, picked up some 2x6s to build ramps to get cars onto the lift. I've been putting this off since the day we got the lift. I've been needing to do this. So here is what we got going on. We already had a set of those built, so I built this. This is gonna slide under there. So we're gonna drive up onto this, and then when this is under the tire, we'll slide this under like that, drive up on here, on all 4 corners, and that'll be plenty for the lift arms to clear all the side skirts and everything that we have on the cars. So we need to make 4 more of these and 2 more of these. All right, here is what we ended up with. Let's test them out and see if they work. All right, boys, well, partial success. You do have to like really push it hard to get all 4 tires up on each step. So what I want to do, well, number one, you have to pound these under those because they're both the same exact thickness. And especially when the car is on those, it kind of like squishes them a little bit. So I'm gonna shave these down somehow. And then I want to make this right here way less steep. So maybe somehow take it out all the way to like there. Other than that, they're sick. Car is up on the lift. Let's go ahead and tear it into this thing. I know the last 2 videos have been us removing a transmission, which is gonna be very, very similar to what we're doing today. We don't have to pull the transfer case all the way out to replace the seals, as far as I know. I don't think that we have to. So we're gonna start by pulling off both front wheels, both front CV axles, and both front CV axle stubs. CV axles are off, the CV axle stubs are off. From here, we need to drain the oil on the tranny and the transfer, pull the down pipe, take out the 6 bolts holding the transfer to the tranny, just kind of slide it over a few inches, swap out the O-rings, put it back on. Come under here real quick, let me show you guys a little something. If you haven't seen on a previous video, this is what we're trying to fix, all that oil right there. And it definitely looks like it's coming from in between. So that is what we got going on. Extremely crusty. Is that Bobby? Can you see who that is? Oh? What's up?
Can you put a pizza in your
It's Tuesday, we're doing tacos.
Baby, we don't have taco meat.
I'll get some from the store. I really want tacos. I put tacos in my fitness bell this morning.
Well, you need to keep me in the loop, okay?
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay, goodbye.
She wanted pizza, but I wanted tacos. Sometimes in life, the wallet's just not strong enough, is Devin. It's insane how strong I am, you know? 75 hard, along with progressive fitness, really just making me a strong boy. For real though, why would you put those that tight? That's at least 28,000 foot-pounds. Transfer case is ready to come out, or ready to be slid over. If we actually want to pull the entire transfer case, the only thing we'd have to do is pop out the drive line, and that's it. So if it's gonna be a pain in the dick, that's a bad word, Devin, don't say that. God is watching you. If it's gonna be a pain in the rump, we are gonna just pull the whole transfer case out. Let's go up to the lift. I saw some comments and questions yesterday regarding why I don't lift the lift up. I'm just so used to laying on the ground. I'm not used to the luxury of a lift, and I'm kind of scared. I don't want the car to fall on me. But now I'm not scared. I'm not scared today. So unless the seal just fell out, the seal's currently missing. I love getting oil in my head. Okay, so that little recessed area right there on the transfer case, that's where the small O-ring sits. That thing's very notorious for falling out when putting in a tranny or transfer. So that's obviously the cause of our leak because there is not one on there. And it was a very, very nice leak that we had. So that's the main one, or that's one of them. And then this big O-ring right here on the bottom, that's the other O-ring that we need to replace. It looks like they tried to RTV it closed. They actually did. There's RTV everywhere up there. Come on, boys, come on. Why you gotta do a fellow Evo boy like that? She doesn't deserve that. It's a $2 part. These are the little guys that you need. So this is that one that was missing. And this one is the giant one. The giant one. If you guys want to pick up those two O-rings, I'll link them down in the description box below. Quick little pro tip, or newbie tip, whatever you want to call it. Going back to our Visabella eBay China RTV that we used yesterday, this is what I like to do. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but these things always fall out, clearly, because it's missing. What we're going to do is just grab a tiny bit of RTV, and we're going to RTV this guy just a little bit to the T-case. So when we go to put the T-case onto the tranny, this O-ring doesn't fall off, and then we redo all of our work. Slap a little bit on there, all right? And of course, clean the T-case first, so the RTV has something to stick to. So there's number one. Let's go swap out this guy too. Might as well, all right? Probably wasn't leaking, but it's $2. This guy, I'll put a little bit of oil on just for fun, you know? So it slips in nice and easy. Gotta get it slipped in nice and easy. Bam, bam, bam. Wham, bam. Chickala-cam. Technically, we're ready to go back together. I don't want to put it together because I'm lazy right now. But you know what 75 Hard taught me? When you're feeling extra lazy is when you really need to put in the extra effort, boys. Look at that pep talk, wow. Yeah, hit me up for any speaking gigs. Getting really good at this motivation thing, you know? Today's gear oil of choice for the trans is AMSOIL Severe Gear 75W90. This is what we ran in the other 8, or the 9 I mean, 6-speed. It seemed really, really decent in there, so I decided to use it again. Typically I would just run OEM or a cocktail, but for a 6-speed, this is what we use. To be honest, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it was very, very easy to do all this work today, especially after what we did with Jared's car when we had to pull the tranny. Pulling the transfer is so freaking easy. Wow. But yeah, we're all finished up. Fluids are good to go. Fluids are topped off. All we gotta do is torque down the lug nuts and go drive it. All right, boys, couple things. First thing, we have new wheels for a car, okay? They're right there, but I'm not gonna show you because they're sick. You guys will see the new wheels tomorrow. Second thing, we're pretty much finished up tuning this car. Made like 335 a wheel, which is way more than I expected. Bright and early tomorrow, we are gonna come to the shop, throw some wheels on some vehicles. It's gonna be sick. I'm excited for that, bro. Yep. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Everything we used today, the seals and the oils, I'll link it down below. Peace out, I'll see you tomorrow.